just trying to let you see your child.
I don't know. At some point, you gotta like pull back and just let him start reaching out.
Matt St. Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent. Matt St. Quebec, man, the girl was heaven sent.
So, Kenya, I understand that fathers instill confidence in their daughters, and that is very true. But at the same time, you cannot force Marc to have a relationship with his daughter. At the end of the day, he is the adult, so he should be chasing after her. He should have it inside of him to want to be there for his there for his daughter, and not cut off time, valuable, precious time that he could be instilling in her, building that bond with her, to tell you to come and get her. So I don't like that. I feel like if I would have got that text from Marc that Kenya got, I would have said no problem. Cut the dinner short, cut this show short. I don't care. I'm going to get my child, because my child, when I feel as though like, I don't want no kind of instance. I don't want no situation where a child, a person, a dog, a fish will feel like someone is just tolerating them, or they really don't want their company there. I don't play that. I'll jump over the mountains or anything. So I'm not in that kind of position, nor will I put like my child in that kind of position. You don't want to, even if it is their father, you don't want to be bothered by my child, so be it. I want to be bothered by my child. I will not never ever get tired of my child. So they can be in my face and around me and be loved on. But like I said, if I get like a little teensy inkling that somebody don't want to be bothered by myself or my kids or anybody, like somebody around me, I'm not having it, okay? So Marc, if I would have received that text message, because I'm more so on what Kandi is saying, because you don't want to do that to a child, because children they feel vibes. Like, children know, they're very intuitive. So if Marc is giving this energy to Kenya, then I just could only imagine how like the daughter feels. Like, of course he could be all she could be jumping on daddy's lap all happy, but to know deep down inside he's ready for her to go and trying to tell Kenya like come and get her. No, I don't care what he got going on. As a parent, you have to rearrange your schedule so you can be accommodating for your child, okay? Because your children come first to me, like God first, then your children kind of thing. Well, in the right biblical order is God, your husband or spouse, and then your kids. But since like her and Marc ain't together, so God, then your child. So go ahead and get your kid. Like I understand what she's saying, but Marc has to want to do that. And if he's not trying to do that, don't force him. Don't force his hand. He knows what he needs to do. And it's the same thing. Someone said it perfectly online. Like, Kenya is only just teaching her daughter to kind of like put up with stuff or chase men, or, you know what I mean? And I don't like it. Kind of like that. But basically, that's what she was doing with Marc. Like, Marc was clearly showing her signs that he didn't really want to be bothered with her, that he really didn't want her like that. But I guess it's something in us sometimes where we want to force a relationship to work. So, but don't do that to your kid. Kenya, you can do that, but I don't think that's a good precedent or a good example to show for your child. So, I would be gladly, Marc, gladly. Oh, okay. Let me get myself together. Y'all producers, Andy, Bravo. Okay, I got to see you. I got to go get Brooklyn. Or I got to, whatever she wants to decide to do to make the arrangements, but I'm going to get my child, okay? But that's just how I feel about the situation. So what do you guys feel about that situation in particular? Now, let's also talk about Sheree and Tyrone. I've been seeing it from the beginning. I was surprised that Sheree was even talking to somebody that's in jail. Like, I don't get it. She's on TV. Like, she can have, and I know that is cliche. People say that all the time. Like, oh, you're so beautiful. You can have whoever you want, but she really can. And I don't know, maybe she felt like with Tyrone being in jail, maybe she had like some control, or at least she knows where he's at and knows he's not cheating on her with a woman or anything like that. So maybe that gave her some comfort. But at the end of the day, like, what can you really get from somebody that's in jail? And like you can't go out with them to dinner and stuff like that. Like, they can't hold you at night. They can't. I just don't get it. Like, conversation is all fine and dandy, but I don't know. I feel like as big women, grown women, like, we're kind of, we're not like teenagers or whatever, so we need more than conversation. As a kid, it was okay to be on the phone talking all the time until you fall asleep. But like as an adult, I don't need to be tied to my phone. So I want to dress up, I want to go out, I want to be cute, I want to eat and talk in front of and be in the presence of a man, like an actual man, like not talking to them. No, I want to like actually be in person with them. So Sheree, like just off of that, like to me, she's already digging for scraps or like trying to settle for scraps, because you at least need that at the bare minimum, like somebody that's going to be taking you out, that you can actually see in person. So that's that. And then the fact that he stood her up, like, I feel like, even in real life situations, let's say the guy isn't in jail, and somebody is more than 15 minutes late, like, go ahead about your business. She should just went on and order her food and enjoy her night or enjoy her day out by herself, if that's what she so chooses. But after that, I'm not, an hour and a half. I knew something was up when she was on her way there and he didn't answer, because I feel like he should be just as excited. Like, I feel like he should be like talking to her on her way there in a way, like, oh, we about to see each other, he's updating her too on his whereabouts. But the fact that he didn't do it, I didn't like it. So that was another thing that was a red flag to me. Like, dang, he already, like, she's on her way there and she already can't reach him. I don't like that. I don't like, I feel like he should have been just as excited or hitting her up like, hey, where you at? How close you are? Like, stuff like that, but she wasn't even getting that. So I didn't like it. But I think the number one thing I didn't like is the simple fact that, that he was in jail. And I feel like she should have more options than that. Like I mentioned, she's on TV. She do her business stuff. So I just feel as though that there had to be people around her that were men interested in her, that actually were in person, kind of thing. And that's another thing too. Sometimes it's not your season. I just feel like in life, seasons, life happens in seasons. So right now, this could be her season to focus on herself, her kids, her business. And then seasons change. And then, like, as far as love and relationship goes, things will be clicking. Like, she'll have a lot of prospects and all that other stuff. And she'll find somebody or be with somebody that's supposed to, that, is working with. But right now, she's trying to fit that into this season, which may not be it. And of course, like, seasons can mesh, but I just feel like I just kind of go with the flow of what's opening, what's clicking, what's happening. It's kind of like, you being in business, you may have a bunch of products, but maybe one is selling like in particular than the others, and not just double down on what is selling or what is working instead of trying to work on what's not working. Maybe you can on another time, but just kind of go where the money reside, where it's flowing, where things are where it's at ease. But if it's too much struggle, too much strife, either that person is not for you or that's not what you should be doing right at the moment. And it's sometimes you have to find a balance between the two, because sometimes you have to press through the hardships, but a little bit you should be receiving some sort of like give in the situation as well, because you heard Sheree say this was like his 50th flag. So she got like a lawn full of red flags that she's choosing to ignore, and it's just time to let go. And thank goodness it's only been a year. I feel like we do sometimes waste time, but it's not really a waste of time if you learn how to capitalize on the lesson. Like, if she sit up there and give us those 50 flags, I would love to hear that. Now she did not waste her time. Now that could have been an experience, an experiment that she could capitalize and write a book on. 50 flags that I ignored dating a jailbird. Boom, a book. So now it wasn't wasted time, because she's using that to put money in her pocket and to teach other people, So everyone that's out there, y'all have something in y'all that y'all can share, something that you done overcame that people can learn and hear and want to grow and listen to. So don't waste that hurt. Don't waste that. Use it or you'll lose it. So yes, tell me what y'all think about this episode. But it was crazy, as people on Twitter were saying. I mean, it was messed up what Sheree was going through, but to me, it was messed up and embarrassing, but it was messed up and embarrassing from day one for her to even be talking to somebody that was in jail to begin with. You know, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, this kind of is nothing compared to her talking to somebody after talking to an NFL player. You know, she actually, I don't get it. It's like she went from Bob and was going down from there. Because remember, she was dating that fake doctor too. Come on, Sheree. Stop. You always should go up in life. Always should increase. Don't move backwards. Don't move backwards in dating. Don't move backwards in jobs. Even if it's like 1% better, just keep on increasing. That away. Upward slope, please. Other than that, let me know what y'all think about this episode. Those were the two things in particular that stood out to me. But like I said, I want to hear from you guys. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.